Hi, this is going to be the continuation of my boundary relativity psychology program or system. First of all, we live in an objective reality, and this is the conditioner, okay, for viewing the reality as it is, as opposed to within the framework of a subjective subjectivity. And I'll get to that point towards the end of the video. You are an objective being, an individual with a mind, body, and soul. These are the three components that every human being on the planet has in addition to you. Their individual and your individual, and that is the nature of objective reality. So there are people in this world who live with people, which is the objective reality, and then the subjective realities are people who live for people. That's a subjective reality. And then there are people who live through people. That's another subjective reality. But the objective reality is people live with people. It is an individuated experience. And so the that is the conditioner for living in an objective world. Money is something some people live with or without. Subjective reality is people live through money or for money. Those are two additional subjective realities. Where we are going now is consciousness and collective consciousness that is subjective, because that is the grounding of the foundational principle of this particular psychological system. Collective consciousness, subjective. It is a book. A subject, subjectivity. These are realities that are subjective subjectivities, but are objectified in a book. The information in a book is a subjective subjectivity. Subjective subjectivities can either be valid or have no relativity to your perspective from an objective objectivity. So that is the difference between the way that I view the world and then the way that some other people view the world. So even what I discuss here is subjective subjectivity. This reality is how I perceive objective objectivity, or my own experience as an objective object. And so this is what I'm trying to relate to you informationally, but this will always be a subjective subjectivity or a subjective objectivity on YouTube, because the video that you are seeing is a subjective objectivity in which, from my mind, I am translating the mediumship of information. This information is my way of viewing the objective world, the manifest and material reality. Art is objective subjectivity. So when, say, a book is turned into a film, that is objective subjectivity. And when you watch the film, it is objective subjectivity in the same way that watching this video is objective subjectivity. And these teachings are to ground a more sacred view of reality that is individuated. Arts and crafts are subjective objectivities. And when you write a book or any type of writing, it is subjective subjectivities. It is a subjective subjectivity. The degree that your boundaries are shuffled in the process is based on a reality of absolutely knowing what it is.